Okay, saber-toothed salmon. Give me some prime meats. No, stop floating to the sky. Yes, we're all prime meat. That's what I was hoping for. Now I get to find out if the pterodactyl will eat raw prime fish meat. Does. I don't know if that did much more than just giving a regular meat. A lot easier to kill that fish though than it is to try to kill a, actually get prime. He's got enough food on him. I should probably go.
Are you taming something?
Yeah, another pterodactyl.
Okay. For our pterodactyl defense force?
Yes. That because I wanted to kill some of these stupid birds that keep stealing my shit when I run across the creek. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, they've stolen my cooked meat so many times.
Yeah. Which is just irritating. Should go take the trike and get more narco berries.
No?
Is it so heavy? Oh, because it's still got a shitload of berries on it.
Yeah, so does Percy. But I don't think any are narco berries.
I'm usually pretty good about not putting narco berries on the
Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Henry again on second down. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Willis. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off. The field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
You're tied with me for the highest level I hit.
On first down, Fields. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards from the play, and it's 3rd down.
I'm about to.
Fields now to throw. connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive, but the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Just like a little bit.
But on that one,
you're like blocking
he looked like one of those guys.
You're good.
Here's 2nd and 9.
No, you're all good, man. I understand.
Off play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Are you ready, Bob?
I don't know if I am.
Kidding.
I mean, we do have a small arm of
Tannehill.
dinosaurs now on base, so...
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Peterson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tannehill going to get this out quickly. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down and 8.
assume for
Running
first,
from
we
the
pretty much
gun
just
with
want to
Henry.
upgrade his carrying capacity for the most part, right?
First down and much
Help
more for
him
Henry.
move his speed.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
It'd be cool if you could work your bow while riding the dinosaurs, but
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bell. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
I guess we want to keep somebody very
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A run with Henry on 1st down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 43-yard line.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 21.
Can I ride you? What happened? There we go. I just wasn't looking from the right angle.
Off the option, here's Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
Wasn't worth it. I was going to have to narc it a lot of times. This guy, on the other hand, almost done. Shouldn't have to narc him again, I don't think.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. After the run, Tannehill going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
I'm going to be really fucking close.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Here comes the Bears punter now. Kevin Byard deep for Tennessee. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Pushes him over. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, it's Henry, and he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
We're right back, guys. I gotta go throw my clothes in the dryer.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down, it's Watson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From his own end zone, Fields. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 10.
No.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And his throw here is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Tannehill. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Tannehill will throw out wide. It's complete. It's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point and good by Bullock. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Myers. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now the 2nd and 6 at their 38-yard line.
Here's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now Montgomery. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, it's Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Tannehill now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They'll run on first down. Henry, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. For the left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. On the counter, it's Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down, they go again with Henry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. There he goes, right side. The 30, 20, 10. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, and I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Well, Bob just got put on a list.
What?
What?
Now on comes the Bears offense as he'll be called in to go for 2. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Nashville. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
All right, guys, I'm going to hop off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. On first down, Watson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watson. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
2nd and 16. Now a give right side. It's Watson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Bears are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's got Burton here, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Caught by Montgomery. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
To try again after the sack. Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Fields. Flush to his right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Montgomery. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now here's Fields on the sneak. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And I think the Bears have recovered by half.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. What a big fourth quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. From just shy of midfield, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Tennessee, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look